how to stretch your quad and hip flexors that feels amazing. Well, I don't know about that, but stay tuned for the actual exercise. Hey, this is Dr. Shaki from Irvine Spine and Wellness Center, your Irvine Posture Movement and Chiropractic Clinic. Flexing or stretching your hip flexors are so important. We are over activating our anterior, the front of our hips, and not enough of the back. So stretching it in functional stretching is number one key in making a headway in improving our movement. My most favorite exercise, which is actually, it can be challenging. So keep in mind when you're doing these exercises, you gotta know certain principles that have to be in place. If you're violating the presence of those principles, you gotta slow down, back down, and see what is missing. Be patient and work forward incrementally. So for this exercise, you are going to actually have yourself in a plumb line, meaning your ear, your shoulder, your hip, and the middle of your knee are going to be on a straight line. So you're not this way or that way or whatever. So in that position, assuming that's the case, you're going to bring one leg forward, flex it. The back leg can go inward a little bit. Now, the key here is to not tilt our pelvis yet. The pelvis is looking straight at the camera in this case. And what I'm going to do is I want to make sure my knee here is not going to go in and out. It's nice and straight. I'm stabilizing. I'm not unstable in the trunk. I'm keeping this nice and neutral, and I'm going back. When it's time to come forward, it's my butt and my thighs that bring me. Did you see how I'm hinging at the hips and come right back up? So you don't want to be slouching and if that's the case, you're going too far, too fast. The next exercise is keeping the leg where it's at. Bring the back leg inward towards this other leg, and you're tilting your pelvis. So I'm really opening this joint up by rotating my pelvis away from my leg, and then I'm going down and back up. I'm not slouching and then using my body to get me up. I keep this nice and neutral. I'm going back, and now it's my body is carrying its own weight upward, and it's my butt and my legs that are bringing me forward. I'm out of breath. This is a great exercise, and honestly, if you do like 2 or 3, believe me, you're going to feel it the next day, maybe for the next 2 or 3 days. It's okay to do 2 or 3. It's not the end of the world. Do one, but do it correctly. We need to change how we are evaluating our performances. We need to make sure we're not over exercising and we're not being silly about it. If you like what you saw and you want to get more info, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Instagram, on social media. We're all over, except for Snapchat. And ask your questions using one of the methods of contact in the description box. Hope this helped.